Hi, it's Tansel here. Just want to talk about public speaking. Now, a lot of people are afraid to get their message out there, and the number one reason is thinking about what others might be thinking about you. So, in order to combat that, what you can do is you can actually memorize your content. And once your content is memorized, then you've got a bit more confidence, haven't you, to get that message out there. And that's what really is the key, to be able to be prepared and then get the message out there. Not just to make sure the message is out there, but to make sure that you're having an impact with your message. Now, the problem is you can't be concerned about impact if you're trying to remember your content, because there'll always be this battle of content versus impact. However, if you deliver from the heart, not just from the brain, and when I say brain, about memorizing your content, your aim isn't to try and memorize word for word. Your aim is to memorize and understand what you're delivering. That's the essential key. Now, how do you deliver from the heart and memorizing those key concepts? Well, you can use certain techniques like the memory palace, or basically linking the key points together and understanding what that point means. So, for example, if you're delivering something and your key point is introduction, well, you don't have to say, okay, I have to memorize introducing my name, I have to memorize introducing the topic, all that sort of stuff. You just remember introduction, and introduction entails everything there that you're going to deliver, like your name and the topic and everything else. So the most important thing is to understand what's in that introduction. And that's the key. So if you're memorizing key topic areas, make sure you understand what's in them. You don't have to memorize every single thing. You can try, but the aim is to quickly understand what's going on and get that out into the audience. Now, good thing is you can practice as much as you can. You can record yourself. We've got amazing recording devices on our phones and so forth. So try and utilize that to improve your speaking. Also, present to your friends, family, because they'll be able to give you some good feedback. They'll be able to tell you things that you'd never come across before. You might be saying lots of ums and ahs, or you could be presenting the wrong thing. You could be presenting your message in a way that doesn't even connect. How do you know? You're only going to know through feedback. So that's another way you can essentially improve your speaking. So memorize your content, but understand it, right? Go to people, connect with family, friends, colleagues. You can even do it online now through Zoom. You can even go into social media like Facebook or even Clubhouse these days, which is quite new, but you can get out there and there's so many different forums and rooms on how to deliver better speeches. So I definitely recommend to check that out. You can do a lot of that cool stuff. So remember, your speech is about transferring a message to create an impact. It's not about just getting your message. The most powerful people out there are the ones that are telling a story from their message. Now, why is that? Now, if you followed my channel for a while, you know that memory works exceptionally well by telling stories. And it's a story that's the essence of creating something that's memorable. So think about how you can tell a story just from your information. Now, you could have something very basic in terms of content. See if you can create a story from your personal experience or other people's experiences. And once you've got that story, you watch the engagement levels go up. You watch the engagement levels go through the roof, right? When I usually get up and speak about memory, I don't speak about the very basic topic of memory. I tell them about my story. I usually tell people about the times that I have forgotten, and people have a good laugh about that, right? And that's something that's memorable. So stories are extremely powerful when you're presenting. If it's just really abstract technical data, even better, because people aren't going to remember that technical information. People will remember the story behind that technical information. So you would have heard about death by PowerPoint, right? What is death by PowerPoint? It's someone essentially reading word for word on a PowerPoint slide, all the dot points, right? It's crazy. It's boring. It's stressful. So what you want to do is you want to be able to cut out all those words and maybe put some pictures on there and try and understand what those words mean. And then once you've got that meaning, to present it in a way that creates engagement in the person's brain, in the audience's brain. So think about that. Again, Once you know your audience, you know which story to tell. So knowing your audience is obviously a key when you're delivering speeches. You don't want to go in there, do all the hard work, the stories, everything like that, and then deliver something that's sort of not connecting to your audience. You don't want that. You want something that is going to engage your audience straight away. And that's the key. You want audience engagement. You want them to connect. Once they've connected, and if they've connected emotionally, they could either act on it, they could tell other people, they could learn from it, they could be inspired, they could be motivated. That's the key about public speaking. So just a few quick tips. If you've got any more, feel free to comment down below. I'm sure there's a ton of speakers out there more experienced than me that could add more value to this video. So feel free to add your comments down below. We're always learning in this field. So I'd love to hear from you. If you find this stuff valuable, do follow me, subscribe to the channel if you like, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.